The country always experiences increased seasonal rains, but they have grown much heavier in recent years. The risk of floods is also especially strong there. It's related to the Chao Phraya River, which flows south through the country. Due to a low alluvial plain, the difference in elevation between Bangkok and Ayutthaya, 100 kilometers upstream, is just 2 meters. The water flows very gradually and takes considerable time to return to normal levels, during which flooding and related damages spread across Thailand as a whole. In 2011, rains of a scale not seen in 50 years caused major flooding. In August, northern Thailand was struck by multiple typhoons. Intermittent rains caused the Chao Phraya River to overflow, seeping into surrounding regions. In October, the water reached central Ayutthaya. 7 industrial areas near the city were flooded and severely damaged. According to JETRO, more than 800 companies located there suffered losses. Approximately half were Japanese-owned. The majority were suppliers for electronic and automotive businesses, so the flooding caused worldwide production to halt.
한강에서 연가스復旧するまでかかるんじゃないですか。日本のお客さんにも影響が出るんじゃないかと心配しています。
By late October, the floods had traveled all the way south, affecting the area of Bangkok near the river. The market was soaked and covered in trash. Public transit was suspended and people's lives disrupted. There were many victims of the flood, with 2.3 million affected and around 800 fatalities, causing economic losses estimated at $4 billion. After enduring this experience, Thailand enacted national flood precautions. To protect the Ayutthaya industrial area that had been completely submerged, large flood walls were built around it. In Bangkok as well, levees were repaired and pumps reinforced, with drainage systems also improved.
คืออย่างนี้ผมว่าในระยะเวลา10 กว่าปีที่ผ่านมาเนี่ยกรุงเทพพัฒนาระบบระบายน้ำเนี่ยไปค่อนข้างเยอะมากนะครับซึ่งณปัจจุบันเนี่ยผมการันตีว่าเราจะไม่มีปัญหาเหมือนปี54ที่ผ่านมา
The intensity of torrential rains continues to increase. In 2022, Ayutthaya was again subjected to rains at the same levels as 2011. Although the flood walls protected the industrial areas, more than 70,000 households were subjected to flood damage. The National Meteorological Agency has performed analysis on rain patterns.
เรื่องของสภาวะภูมิอากาศที่เปลี่ยนแปลงหรือสภาวะโลกร้อนในปัจจุบันเนี่ยนะครับก็มีหลายอย่างที่เปลี่ยนแปลงไปจากสภาวะเดิมนะครับเดิมเนี่ยคือฝนตกต้องตามฤดูกาลคือตกได้ต่อเนื่อง
Their research has concluded that monsoons have a major effect. Water vapor from the Indian Ocean is carried by these seasonal winds to be released over Thailand. In response, a system has been created to transmit information on rains and floods to the populace. Thailand's Geoinformatics and Space Technology Development Agency, GISTA, teams with the UN Satellite Center to operate a shared flood prediction system. Satellites are used to detect flood information. This data is analyzed by AI in order to predict the locations and scale of future occurrences.
ก็จะปรากฏเป็นขอบเขตสีฟ้าๆนะคะก็คือเป็นพื้นที่ที่ยังคงมีน้ำท่วมขังอยู่ค่ะ ก็ข้อดีของแพลตฟอร์มตัวนี้นะคะก็คือเป็นข้อมูลที่เป็นเรียลไทม์นะคะหลังจากที่เรามีการรับสัญญาณแล้วเราก็จะทำการวิเคราะห์นะคะภายใน 2-3 ชั่วโมงนะคะ
Data is provided to 9 organizations, including the Meteorological Agency and Department of Water Resources, where analysis progresses. The information can even be accessed through a mobile app developed by GISTA. Flood information is received immediately. The areas are classified by danger level, with red indicating the most dangerous. The IPCC predicts that if current greenhouse gas levels continue, sea surface temperatures will increase between 1.5 and 2 degrees Celsius over the course of the century. With further torrential rain sure to follow, efforts to prevent flood damage are an ongoing battle.
The theme of this episode is rivalry. We offer unique insights on eras of two strong yokozuna, uncover a story about a pair of rikishi who alternated wins and losses for almost 6 years, and delve into a rivalry between two sumo stables.
ライバルがいないと、ね、目指すものであったり、そういう気持ちもあんま出てこないと思うんで。
Dosukoi Sumo Salon. This small factory makes 80,000 pieces of chalk a day. Every step of the chalk making is done entirely by employees with intellectual disabilities. One man is set to retire. We capture his last day at work.
Truth or dare?
Truth or dare?
Mm-hmm.
I'm no good at truth or dare. Okay. Truth. Every time.
Listen, I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired.
This is our situation.
People say that I'm making a lot of progress, but I'm just not quite there yet.
What is wrong with me? 8 years ago, that was my question. It wasn't a drug. It wasn't my criminal behaviors. There was something deeper inside of me that had to be addressed.
Can I get a hug? I love you. I love you so much. A lot of it is just stigma. People look at that pattern in my history and think, oh, she's never going to change.
Together we are stronger. Recovery is possible. Together we are stronger.
And then City Hall, in that bathroom, that's the last place that I got high. And I've been in recovery ever since.
I found myself fighting for my children through recovery.
I couldn't change for my kids. You know, I checked into detox 150 times. And all we can do is like keep trying. That's it.
I love you so very much, Emma, and know that like all day, every day, I'm fighting for you as hard as I possibly can, and I'm never giving up. Never.
My hands are so sweaty, I can barely grip the steering wheel.
And I knew exactly what I needed.
And I so wanted that.
And I'm reveling in this diversity because the beauty of it, it was just breathtaking.
Welcome to Laura Flanders and Friends, the place where the people who say it can't be done take a back seat to the people who are doing it.
This is how change happens in this country, when vast numbers of people come together and defend a vision of the future.
If we do nothing, we'll be looking at apartheid in America.
Learning about the past has really no value if you're not going to apply it for a better future.
Live from London, this is BBC News.
Live from London, this is BBC News.
Live from London, this is BBC News.
Coming up,
we have to get through more and more people. This camp seems to grow every day.
Packed with people who've left their homes seeking shelter from the cyclone.
America's longest war.
Did you feel?
History's going to write this story.
It's now so difficult to predict what happens next.
BBC News.
Next time on Stories from the Stage.
And then on 110th Street, the bus turns down 5th Avenue. By that point, I felt like I was in a different world.
And at this point in my life, I was just so over anything having to do with having to explain who or what I was.
I'm 6 years old. I live in Juanelo, Cuba. 4 generations of my family live all around me. Everybody knows everybody's business.
In California's Central Valley, these farm workers live in subsidized housing.
Es que el trabajo de toda la gente que trabaja aquí es en el field.
The camps es un miracle, aquí es un milagro que nos dejan vivir aquí.
But when the harvest ends, they're forced to leave.
9 meses estamos a gusto. Lo estresante nomás es la salida, porque tenemos que salirnos.
¿Cómo vivimos? On America Reframed. Major funding for America Reframed was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation, Wyncote Foundation, and the Reva and David Logan Foundation.